All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Four Pillar Sports. This is Randy. Joining me, of course, as always, is my brother Chris. Chris, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. We're finally getting used to that, are we?
A little bit.
I was kind of waiting on Cooper, but I heard Chris. So
that's right. I called you by your proper name.
My proper name.
Actually,
somewhat proper name.
All right, if I was going to call you by your proper name, it would be Christopher Tidy Whitey Pants.
Oh, whatever.
Just kidding. Christophanopoulos is what it really is.
Sure, whatever.
Anyways, man, I am excited for tonight's episode because the NFL just released the schedule last night.
Let's go, dude. This is gonna be fun, man.
Yeah, we're ready for this, baby. So let's go ahead and we're going to kick it off with the local home team, the Jacksonville Jaguars. Week 1, already starting off hot, down in Miami, taking on the Miami Dolphins to start the season.
Ish.
Hey, man.
I mean, it's a good start. Dolphins were pretty good this past year. And, I mean, it's be a good test for them, dude.
Yeah, so. The good thing is when you're traveling to face Miami, if you're already a Florida team used to the humidity, it shouldn't be that much of a problem for you. So that's one thing. But it's the problem is going to be is trying to keep up with that track team that they have basically down there in Miami. Tyreek Hill, you got, of course, Waddle, and then also don't forget they just added OBJ.
Right. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens down there. Down in the further south. How you doing?
Yes, sir. The dirty south.
So,
Miami, Hard Rock Stadium. Been there myself. This was kind of fun. All right, game 2. Cleveland comes to town in week 2. Based off some things, Cleveland should be a pretty good game. Depends on what Cleveland quarterback shows up. The good Deshaun Watson or the Deshaun Watson who still hasn't quite figured it out yet.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's had this offseason, so hopefully maybe he'll come back a little bit more poised, ready to go, and we'll see if it's a good game.
Yes, sir. All right, week 3, they travel up to Buffalo to take on the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, I would say this is probably going to be one of their biggest tests. Because, when Josh Allen is on, he's on, dude.
Yes.
So.
The good thing is, though, they don't have Stephon Diggs anymore.
Right.
He's actually, we'll be talking about him here in a second, in the next game. But, so that's helpful for one. And 2, you're going to Buffalo early in the year instead of late in the year when it's freezing cold. So that's a positive.
Right.
So it's good to get it done and out of the way. They also let go a lot of their defensive leaders, so it's going to be interesting to see how Buffalo's defense is, considering now that they won't have a lot of their true leaders anymore.
It's definitely going to be a different team, that's for sure.
Absolutely. All right, and then they're on the road again. 3 out of the first 4 already on the road, going to Houston, though, to take on the suddenly dangerous Houston Texans.
Yeah, man. They are a stout team. They're young, and they're hungry, bro. So
yes, sir.
Jaguars got to watch out for that.
And they don't want to. They want to make sure that last year wasn't a fluke. They want to prove that they're here, ready to go. So it's going to be a hard-fought game. Again, Stephon Diggs, as we just talked about, no longer in Buffalo, is now a Houston Texan. So now C.J. Stroud has Tank Dell. He's got Nico Collins and Stephon Diggs. So he's got a true number 1, 2 talented young receivers to work with as well. This is going to be an insane game. Again, it's going to be really testing the back end of Jacksonville's defense.
It's definitely going to be a good game, dude. I can't wait for this one.
All right. Then they return home to take on another division rival, the Indianapolis Colts. Man, I'm interested to see because right around this time is when we started seeing Anthony Richardson, former Gator, start having injury issues, and then he eventually would be knocked out for the rest of the year. If he's healthy, the Colts are dangerous. But if he's struggling with his health, we have a chance to pull this one off, especially being at home.
This is the year that he has to prove that he can stay healthy.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I know you have a couple more years before you get that option.
Mm-hmm.
But, literally, you got hurt in your rookie year, bro.
That's right.
And not just a little hurt, you got knocked out.
Right.
Out of the game for the whole season. So there you go.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, then in the following week, week 6, they traveled to jolly old England to take on Caleb Williams, number 1 overall draft pick, and the Chicago Bears. This is going to be in a technical road game for them in England and this week.
This is weird because it's a road game for everybody, isn't it?
Yeah,
let's be honest there, right?
Technically, yes, it is, but they'll be the away team colors. How about that? Well, Chicago gets to be the home team colors.
Yeah.
So that's going to be an interesting matchup. I think this is going to be a chance really for Josh Allen to really sink his teeth into the young rookie and make some noise there.
Man. It's gonna be a good game.
The Highlander. Not that Josh Allen. We want the Highlander Josh Allen.
There can only be one.
There can only be one.
Yes, I love it, man.
All right, and then the following week, week 7, they stay in England as the Patriots will travel over across the pond, and then this will go from Tottenham Stadium over to Wembley Stadium when they take on the Patriots, and now they are the home team that week.
It's still weird, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, all this international stuff is cool, though, because you got a lot of countries out there and things like that don't get to see American football.
Right.
And it's quite the spectacle, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You and I have been to a game or two, and it's been fun, dude.
Absolutely. Can't wait to go again.
Yes, me either.
And we'll have some news about some stuff Jaguar related once we get done with the schedule.
But hopefully the Jaguars will win this game because, we both hate the Patriots. So
yeah.
There you go.
And a potential another rookie quarterback back-to-back weeks for Josh Allen to take a hold of. That'd be nice.
Right.
If the Patriots are still running Jacoby Brissett, I would probably say that it's going to be. I still can see Josh Allen just having a great game because New England's going to come across the pond. They're going to be a little tired. You've already acclimated yourself a little bit to the time change and all that after the first game. I'd be very surprised if the Jaguars lose that game for sure. All right, then week 8, surprisingly, despite being 2 weeks in London, they will come home and be playing another game, which is a little bit surprising. At home, taking on the Green Bay Packers.
This game might be a hard one for them, only because of are they going to have jet lag?
Right.
Is it going to be tough for them to leave England, come back, and be ready for this game?
Mm-hmm.
And it also depends on whether Jordan Love is cooking by then.
True.
If he's cooking by then, they're going to be in trouble.
Right.
So
which Jordan Love is Packers going to get? They're going to get the Jordan Love that ended last year and had that great game in the playoff against Dallas?
Right.
Or are they going to get the one that kind of started off a little hot, got cold there for a few games, and Packers fans started freaking out a little bit? But it is week 8, so that's about when he really started taking off last year, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
And it doesn't get any easier for the Jaguars, as they will then travel week 9 to Philadelphia for Sunday Night Football.
I hate to say it, but they might not win that one, bro.
It's going to be hard.
The Philadelphia Eagles, I mean, you got Jalen Hurts. You got a bunch of guys on there.
Saquon Barkley came over from the Giants.
Barkley. Now, and then you also have, what's their receiver's name?
Got A.J. Brown. You got Devontae Smith.
Devontae Smith, that guy. Whew.
Both of them are top talented receivers.
Yeah, dude. It's gonna be quite the game.
It's gonna be nuts. Again, another challenge to that secondary.
Yeah.
For the Jaguars. So we'll see what happens. And then it still keeps going for them as they return back home to take on the Minnesota Vikings. A possible another opportunity to take on a young rookie quarterback.
Yeah, I think that's the only thing that's going to be good for them this year is how many rookie quarterbacks they're taking on.
Quite possibly.
I mean, yeah, quite possibly.
The only one for sure we know for sure is Caleb at this point. But you're taking on guys who only have a year of experience too in your own division between C.J. Stroud and Anthony Richardson, and again Will Levis if he's still quarterbacking the Titans by the time you actually face them, because we haven't even gotten to the Titans yet.
Right.
So, But yeah, and a lot of people are thinking, they'll be possibly facing J.J. McCarthy when they play Minnesota. I'm kind of interested. I might actually want to go see that game if we can, because I kind of want to see how J.J. McCarthy looks, if it is going to be J.J. McCarthy, because the Vikings really are we're basically needing a quarterback. Unhealthy Kirk Cousins, and they still almost made a playoff push without Kirk Cousins. So now if you have a quarterback who stays healthy in Sam Darnold, or if he's struggling too much and you give it to J.J. McCarthy, he's got a lot of weapons to go along. He got Aaron Jones from Green Bay came over, so the running back. You got him. Of course, you got Jay Jettas, Justin Jefferson. We know about him. T.J. Hawkinson. I still can't believe the Detroit Lions traded him in division, which is surprising me, a top tight end talent like that. So he's got weapons. That's a pretty decent, almost a top 10 offensive line. So
it should be a pretty good game.
It should be. So that's kind of why I wouldn't mind going to see it. And then it gets a little bit difficult as they'll take on Week 11 the Detroit Lions, the NFC runner-up last year. Came close, almost knocked off the Niners in the NFC title game. Just couldn't quite get it done, but I'm not looking forward to seeing that game. Especially we'll talk about it too with my team. We have to face them again too, but
yeah, man, the Lions are poised to make that Super Bowl push here soon. So
absolutely, it's going to be interesting to see how that goes.
Be really interesting to see what happens with them, dude.
And then they finally hit their bye week in Week 12, and then coming back home to start their last slate of the year, or last few games of the year, take on Houston, another division rival game. So there you go. Then they finally face Tennessee. They go on the road to go to Tennessee in Nashville in Week 14. We already kind of discussed that a little bit.
Yep.
Then they'll be home for the Jets. Could we be seeing Aaron Rodgers? I almost want to go to that game just because if Aaron Rodgers is playing, we might not get to see him play after this year.
That would be cool to actually see him play.
Because the only problem is though we saw how quickly he got injured last year. It's like God, I want to get tickets.
Yeah, is he gonna make it?
It's like if I get tickets, am I gonna regret it? Is he because he's not gonna be playing? But if I don't get it, I'm gonna regret it because he is playing and then I didn't get to see it because I haven't got to see Rodgers live. And
we might as well try and get the tickets, dude.
I might as well. I mean, because it's either way. I think it's a game they can win, whether they have Rodgers or not, with the Jets. Then they'll finally travel again for their longest, movement since England, which is going all the way out to Vegas. They take on the Raiders. They don't even have a quarterback, but I'm going to be surprised if the Raiders win more than 4 games this year because they don't have a quarterback.
I mean, maybe that's the way they want it, though. I mean, if you fall down in the draft, at least you're going to get a good pick. So.
I mean, what are you trying to get? Shador Sanders next year?
Maybe, right?
I mean, it could be Dylan Gabriel from Oregon, the super senior from.
Yeah,
that dude. I'm like, isn't he like in year 8 now? Because he started in Central Florida. It seemed like 10 years ago.
Sounds like another Chris Winkie.
Pretty much, dude.
Yep.
Except he's smaller and left-handed, which is just weird. Then they're back home to face the Titans in Week 17. And then their last game, they'll take on the Indianapolis Colts to round out the season. So we're not doing predictions, but overall, I feel like there's going to be a hard run through when they do the back-to-back in England and not have that break coming out of it. And they've got some tough games when they come back home. So
yeah, man, that's going to be really interesting to see what happens. But I think for the most part, the Jaguars, if they, they keep up, they can actually have a good season this year. So
yes, sir. And I'm excited because my birthday's on a Sunday this year, so I get to celebrate with football.
That's what's up, dude.
So I'm excited for that, just to enjoy football. I think when we talked about it, I think that's when they were in England too, the first game. I was like, you couldn't even be home for my birthday. You had to be in England for it. No, wait, they're home on my birthday.
What are they against?
The Colts. Maybe we should go to that game.
That would be a cool game to go to.
And it's an afternoon game, so it's not like it's late.
Right.
It's an early game. So
if we left early enough, we can make it to the game and then make it home.
Yeah. And then,
that'd be awesome.
Yeah, maybe we'll do
That'd be cool.
We'll try to get that. All right. Ready to switch gears and talk about your Steelers?
Let's go.
One little tidbit I forgot to mention that I mentioned a little bit ago. The city of Jacksonville, the county of Duval, and the Jaguars and the state of Florida have all agreed to a new stadium deal that's got to be passed when they do their meeting session in June, and then it has to be approved by the NFL owners, but it sounds like it should be good to go. They're going to revamp the Everbank Stadium area. So, yay!
I'm excited, dude, because this brings so much revenue to, Duval, and they can do so many different kind of events there, which will make it really cool, man. Like, I'd love to go watch wrestling at that place. That'd be cool.
Right. So, it'll be about 63,000 fan seating with the possibility of expanding up to 71,000 for bigger events.
That's going to be really cool, man. I can't wait.
Right. And if they can get some more of the area resolved too, you might be able to get another Super Bowl in there. They did host it once. The NFL wasn't too pleased about it because there wasn't a lot of hotel staying, area stays at. But it's supposed to be a development of the downtown area. So you might get some new hotels. Might make it another opportunity to have a Super Bowl. Might be a Super Bowl we can finally go to, bro.
The thing with it is, though, too, Jacksonville is a big city, but it's also kind of a little big city. It's not that big, and it's like one big compact circle, dude.
It's very compact, too. So that's what makes it interesting. Plus, you have two interstates that are overlapping each other right in there. It's really weird.
Yeah.
All right, sir. So let's go ahead and talk about your Pittsburgh Steelers schedule.
Let's do it, brother.
So, starting off right off the bat in Atlanta, hot Atlanta, you take on the Falcons. Kirk Cousins' first game of the year.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's also Russell Wilson's first game of the year, so we'll see what happens with this.
Yes, sir. So, first-year quarterbacks for the Steelers and Atlanta Falcons. It'll be interesting to see who is more in tune with their team going into week 1. Well, I'll ask you later. I'll ask you after we do the schedule. Week 2, you're on the road again, taking on the Denver Broncos. Sounds like a little revenge game. Smells like.
Yeah, I think it's going to be
Russell Revenge?
Game. Oh,
Russell Revenge? Yeah, Russell Revenge.
Buddy. I cannot wait to see that one because he's going to stick it to him, dude.
My only sad part is I'm going to hate how much your defense is going to love to try to kill Bo Nix.
Oh, thank you so much for the love. I very much appreciate it. That's awesome. Thank you so much. We got some gifts in here. How you doing?
Cool.
Nice. Maddie, thank you. Very much appreciate it. But yeah, man.
You're going to try to kill Bo.
Kill Bo.
No, kill Bo.
Kill Bo.
No killing Bo, bro.
Kill Bo.
Man, I hope Troy Franklin just runs all over you guys in that secondary.
Hey, man, it's going to be a good game either way. I cannot wait to see it because, we get to see Bo Nix.
Mm-hmm.
Troy Franklin, come on, man.
Heck yeah, bro. Let's get it done,
so
bro.
It's going to be good, dude.
Yeah. Looking forward to it. All right, next up, they finally get your first home game. It's against the Chargers. Ooh, taking on Justin Herbert and his new head coach.
I guess maybe I shouldn't be dancing because it's going to be a little scary,
Yeah, the Harbaugh.
Yeah, dude.
Harbaugh's ground and pound offense again against your team. I'm going to be surprised if both teams make it over 20 points.
Yeah, it's going to be...
That will probably be ground and pound all day.
It's going to be field goals all day, bro. Field goals all day.
Yeah, maybe I'll make it over 20 just on field goals alone. Just each team had 5 field goals and a team scored a touchdown just to get over.
That sounds about right, though. I mean, with that, yeah.
All right, and then you guys go back on the road. Already back on the road. We had just one game at home and back on the road taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Yes, sir.
Should be a good game, dude. I think the Steelers will get that game because Indianapolis is just, they're not that great. So, See what happens.
Again, it'll depend on the health of Anthony Richardson. If Anthony Richardson
I'm
stays
sorry,
healthy,
but you and I have seen him live.
I know.
We know that he's not really that great. When he's on, he's on, but when he's off, he's really off.
Well, and that's what TJ Watt's there for.
And like we said, if he's not injured by then, we'll see what happens.
Sir. Week 5, taking on, at home on Sunday Night Football, the Dallas Cowboys. You could have at least had my birthday not be your team on Sunday Night Football. Could have been my team, would have been nice. Birthday present.
Well, I'm sorry, bro, but
and I'm going to watch your team.
Hopefully you'll get to see a good game and you'll get to see the Dallas Cowboys get slaughtered.
You better slaughter the Dallas Cowboys.
Hopefully we get that. If the Cowboys win, I'm very sorry. It's your birthday. And
it's your fault.
Yeah, I guess it's my fault.
It will be. It'll be your fault. TJ Watt, you want to do me a birthday favor, bro? Set the NFL sack record for a single game on Dak Prescott. That would be great.
Just don't hurt him, man. Don't hurt him.
You can hurt him. I don't care. It's my birthday. Go ahead. Do what you want to do. But just set the sack record on that. That would be great. Thank you. Following week, back on the road again, taking on the Raiders.
The Raiders.
Dude, if you guys lose to the Raiders, you might as well not even go back home to Pittsburgh. You might as well just stay on the road.
Well, now that we have Russell, I think we have a chance at this because, we didn't really have a chance with Pickett. So, Pickett, yeah, man, I wish you luck, but I'm glad we finally have a quarterback.
Right. Then he gets to come back home and be on Sunday Night Football again. What is up with that? What's up with that? And then you're on Monday night the following week. So let's talk about the first one. And you're playing both New York teams back to back. How'd that happen? Anyways, let's start with the Jets. Possibly taking on Aaron Rodgers. Could also be paying.
Get him, TJ.
Aaron better learn to move with TJ Watt coming.
Yeah.
He's going to need to move.
He's going to have to.
You might want to just go ahead and fake an injury now and call it good before he gets there.
I got the flu this game, guys. I can't play.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's exactly what would happen.
For real. Oh, man. And then the following week, you played the New York Giants at home on Monday Night Football. Could you be any more loved by the primetime teams? I mean, you got Russell, so you get primetime. What's up with that?
Right. What's up with that?
Give me Russell. I want some primetime. Oh, I got Matthew Stafford. I'm okay. Just saying, though. Freaking 3 out of 4 straight weeks on primetime. Come on,
then we get a bye.
Then you're on bye in the week 9, so you get a little bit of a breaky break, and then you get to play the Commanders. Rookie quarterback TJ Watt's going to eat.
Eat him.
TJ Watt will eat.
Chew him up and spit him out.
No disrespect to the Commanders, but, I mean, I don't...
How many quarterbacks are they going to have before they finally do something?
Jaden Daniels might be the answer, bro, but he's awfully slight built, and that worries me a little bit.
Yeah, dude.
Kind of has a RG3 2.0 feel to me. I'm like,
unfortunately, yes.
And, yeah, so... Then comes the slobber knocker. Back home, taking on division foe, the Baltimore Ravens.
The Baltimore Ravens.
It's what's weird is when you guys even seem like you're not playing good in a season, when the Ravens show up, all of a sudden you're world beaters. Can't you just treat every team like the Ravens? Because
I wish, dude, because
you would be on
nice.
Fire. It's like just Waterboy it. Picture the Ravens. It's all you see is the Ravens. Don't matter who you're playing. What color is that? It's purple and black. I know it is.
Black, yeah.
It's purple and black. I swear to God. As soon as you see the Ravens, you're just like, kill.
Get them.
It's going to be interesting, though. It's another slobber knocker. I don't know what. That one should have been on primetime. The following week, you're on primetime. Thursday Night Football against the Browns. I'd rather have seen you on primetime. Didn't have to be on Thursday night, but Baltimore, your division rival, that should be primetime.
Yeah.
Because that's the one thing I would wish the NFL would actually concentrate on. Division rivalries being primetime games more often than anything else.
Yeah, because usually they play harder and
God, you get great games.
Get good games out of it, so there you
go. I mean, come on. True division rivalries. Yeah. Ravens, Steelers, Rams, Niners, Packers, Lions, Packers, Bears. Something like that. Not Rams, Cardinals, because we smack them around. But anyways, I digress. So yeah, the following week, short week. Depending on how slobber knocker a game against the Ravens, you guys should be able to handle Cleveland, even on a short week.
Yeah, maybe.
We'll see what happens.
The only thing that sucks is these next 3 games are they're all rivalry games.
4 games, bro, because look at that.
4 games, there you go.
So then you go on your little mini bye takes you into Cincinnati to take on the Bengals. Then you go home and then you face Cleveland. But then comes the interstate rivalry.
No.
The Philadelphia Eagles.
No, bro. No.
East versus West.
This ain't right, brother.
Brother versus brother in the Battle of Pennsylvania.
The biggest thing is, I'm wondering, are we going to keep our winning season streak going, or?
I mean, the problem is you can't even get bailed out with a 500 unless you tie one of your games.
So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll definitely see what happens. It's going to be interesting to see there. And then, of course, back on the road in Baltimore, facing your bitter rivals. And then,
oh man,
here comes Kansas City on Christmas Day.
I'm gonna cry on Christmas Day, dude.
My homeboy on Christmas.
See, that's like
Jingle bell,
that's like my
jingle bell.
team. If your team don't make it to the Super Bowl or my team don't make it to the Super Bowl,
That's our backup. Yeah, I know.
that's the backup.
Well, and then now the Jags too.
yeah,
so-
the Jags.
So it goes for us, Rams, Steelers for us, then the Jags, and then when we're all done, we're Kansas City, baby.
Yep.
Kansas City. My homeboy.
Then Red Nation.
Red Kingdom.
There's that. Yep.
Anyways, I'll digress and move on. And then you finish out the year at home against your bitter rival, Joe Shiesty and the Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals.
Joe Shiesty. Macaulay Culkin.
Injury-prone Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah.
He's got to stay healthy, otherwise the Bengals are going to be looking at a new quarterback after they just paid him.
Yeah, man, it ain't going to be good.
At least with my quarterback situation, Goff wasn't injury-prone. He just all of a sudden regressed out of nowhere.
And look at him now.
And now look at him.
Look at him now.
Second highest paid quarterback in NFL history.
Now he's just going to make it, make it count.
They got a pretty good, talented
he
team.
can do it. So
Pretty good, talented young team there.
that
So,
we do.
when do we see Justin Fields, sir?
Oh Lord. Hopefully not like 40 seconds into the first game, that type thing.
Yeah, right.
So
The only way I want to see Justin Fields is if you guys somehow are blowing out opponents.
then there's that.
Then we can see Justin. Otherwise, I don't want to see Justin this year for you.
I don't either.
But I swear to God, if you guys lose to the Cowboys on my birthday,
We'll both cry.
we're both going to cry.
There you go.
And then I will never forgive your team.
Then real men cry, so there
That's
you go.
right. And I'll never forgive your team. And guess what? I'll be rooting for Kansas City on Christmas. Ruin my birthday, will you jerks? Merry Christmas, you filthy animals.
Pretty much.
All right, sir. So let's talk about my team, and then we'll talk about some primetime games.
Let's do it.
Speaking of primetime, I worked that one out perfectly, didn't I? Starting off the year in primetime Sunday Night Football in the Motown, Detroit Rock City, baby. Rematch of the wild card game.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good game, dude.
The only thing I would like to have had is Higby to get some revenge on that fool who knocked him out of the playoff last year. Little jerk.
How long is he out?
Might be out all year, dude. That's not looking good.
Yikes.
So I watched Behind the Grind. He's trying to get rehab going, but it's going to be hard. A long one.
Long process.
Because it is an ACL tear, and that's usually the whole year. Because he had it so late in the season. That's usually 10 months, and that'll take us pretty much through the NFL's regular season. He can make it back in time for the playoffs. We'll see.
Yeah, man.
So, hard-fought game, week 1. Week 2, on the road in Arizona. The only person I know in the world more excited than anybody else to see Aaron Donald retire is Kyler Murray, because Aaron Donald tried to eat him.
Right?
Every game against Arizona, Donald tried to eat him.
He just had it out for him, man.
I don't know what it is. He saw that red Cardinal #1 jersey and he became a monster. It's like, I'm going to get him. Well, get that little guy. I was like, good Lord, dude. Have that energy against San Francisco, please.
Right?
A little bit more. That's why I said it. But then we're at home against the San Francisco 49ers. Hopefully we can win that game. And then we'll be on the road again. Oh, God, the times threw me off. I'm now looking at the Rams, so they base their time off the West Coast. And I'm like, 10 a.m.? Who the hell's on a game at 10 a.m.? Oh, wait. It's 1 p.m. our time. I miss 10 a.m. football, though. I really do.
I really do, too, man. Because it was like, you wake up.
It's football.
It's football.
Yep.
And now we wake up, and then you got to wait until 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
But, considering that we're on the East Coast, it means we can go to church.
Then there's that.
So we can still do church, come home and watch football.
There you go.
And then pray, and then go to church next Sunday and ask for the Lord for forgiveness for the way I watched football. Because I was yelling and screaming.
Pretty much, dude.
Please forgive me, Lord, for watching football on the holiest of days. Amen. Anyways. So, yeah, Chicago. A chance for us to take on the little guy from USC, Caleb Williams, baby.
Yeah.
I'm not looking forward to it, really. Chicago is going to be interesting. How good is the rookie? Because if he's good, playoff team at least. If he's got the rookie yips, might be drafting in the top 10. We'll see. Chicago's going to have an interesting year. They're going to be almost a team you kind of want to just keep an eye on. You don't necessarily want to watch every game, but you just kind of want to know how they're doing.
Because you're make sure that they see what's going on with it and whatnot.
Because you're going to hope your team makes a trade with them, get their first round pick, and have a top 10 pick if it happens.
There you go.
Because I don't care what we did in this draft, we still haven't replaced Aaron Donald.
Okay, you homer, can we go?
Whatever. On my birthday, we had to play the Packers. Why do we have to play the Packers on my birthday, bro? Why the Packers on my birthday? Well, at least we're at home. That's the good that we're at home. We shouldn't be cold in Green Bay because we're at home. So, I swear to God, if your team loses though that night, I swear. This is what I don't like.
What if they both lose?
That's going to be the worst birthday. Are you kidding me? Because the Cowboys won, and we lost, and you lost? And the Cowboys won? Are you kidding me?
Right.
Well, anyways, don't want to think about it. The following week, we're off. That has me worried. When I go to do predictions later, that's going to be my biggest question mark. A week 6 bye week?
Yeah.
Yikes, bro. See, one thing I never understood with the NFL, I get it now because of the international games. The teams have the option to have a bye week right after that. So depending on when that is and when they come back, do we want to have the bye week? Do we want not? But we have 32 teams. Why the hell can't you just evenly split 16 off one week, 16 off the next week, and you still have 8 games on one weekend, and you have 8, and then boom, you're back to full slate. It never made sense to me. It's like, why aren't we even? Make sure the international games are around those same 2 weeks, and boom, everybody got a week off. About the same time. Then it's also not an unfair competitive balance.
You're just mad because your bye week's early in the year.
You want me to send you some Lions? Some Lions what? It's like Lions stuff? No, bro. I like the Lions, but no, bro, I'm good. They're my backup NFC team right now, okay? NFC team. They're my backup NFC team. Jaguars are still my backup team. Your team's also my backup team. But the Chiefs are all AFC on that side. I need a backup NFC team.
Right.
She gift you some. You want to give me some Lions? Bro, are you talking real Lions? What are you talking about, bro? Are we talking real Lions? Is that what you want to send me? Some real Lions? I could use a real lion.
I mean, they have the gifts, bro.
Yeah, that's what you mean. A real lion. Send me a lion.
Send
sure.
him a lion.
Some real lions. I'll take some real lions. All right. Week 7. Vegas. Win. Sorry, we're not predicting, but Vegas, baby. Win. We're at home. Minnesota. That's going to be an interesting game. Short week on the road. Not on the road. At home. Short week. Which one are we facing? Do you want me to send you some? Really? Send some? Sure, send some. I don't care. Go ahead. Anyways, back on the road in Seattle. Tough game, man. Seattle always plays us tough, whether they're down or we're down. That game's always tough. So, yikes. Our one Monday night game, so I only have to really suffer one time listening to Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. Oh, wait, the Manning Cast should be going by then.
Manning Cast, sure.
I can watch that on the Manning Cast. The Manning Cast should be good to go that week. I cannot believe that ESPN did that to me. I'm like, you sons of bitches. Anyways. So, Miami. Luckily, it's at home. No, it kind of would have been nice if we were actually on the road because I wouldn't have liked to have gone down to Miami to watch it. But, I digress. Week 11. We go up to Foxborough to take on the New England Patriots. The only advantage for New England is the fact that it's going to be cold. Because it's in November. Otherwise, we should be able to win that, honestly. Yeah. Anyways, Sunday Night Football. Back home, taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Yikes.
That's going to be a scary one, bro.
Yeah, because, we did a lot of work in our secondary, but still... hopefully by then we're maybe gelling. We can slow it down a little bit.
Yeah, and you're not completely convinced on your defensive end yet, are you?
No. It's
hard to replace Aaron Donald. I get it.
It's hard. It's so hard.
Especially when you're going against the high-octane offense like the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to facing Miami either because that's
not going to be fun either.
Oh, at New Orleans? That's a win. I know I'm not supposed to be predicting, but come on.
That's a win.
Come on. Come on. Buffalo, but at home, it's a good opportunity for us to win that one. Good opportunity. I'm not saying we're going to. We have a good chance. If it was Buffalo December... in Buffalo, then I would be more leaning towards almost a loss, almost guaranteed. I'm sorry, I love my team. I love Stafford. But in Buffalo in December, no. Yeah. I would have a hard time picking that game first to win. But at home, not claiming I'm going to take him to win that game.
But you have a chance.
But we have a good chance. I'd say maybe 52-48. 52-48. We're 48% probably going to win, 52% more than likely going to lose. But still, only because I'm trying to be realistic, and Buffalo might get something going and figured out by week 14. So, just saying. Hope my defense has something figured out by week 14 too, so we might be able to counteract it, but I'm just trying to be realistic as well. Moving on. At San Francisco, week 15. Oh, son of a... Short week after playing Buffalo.
Just don't even watch this game, dude.
You know I'm going to.
I know you're going to, but yeah, you're going to really have to pray for that one, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. If we can beat Buffalo, I won't be as mad if we lose to San Francisco. But if we're on a 2-game skid going to New York to face the Jets, I'm going to not be happy.
Right.
I can tell you that right now. Because I guarantee if we lose to Buffalo and then we lose to the 49ers, I hope to God we just come out to New York and kill the Jets because that's the only way I'm going to get over it. And the last time we faced the Jets in New York, we lost. I kind of feel like we lost on purpose, though. Because it screwed the Jets out of getting Trevor Lawrence. So... I kind of feel like maybe we did that loss on purpose, but that's just me. Anyways, moving on. Week 17, back home against the Cardinals and back home against the Seahawks. At least we get to end the year at home.
Yep.
On the 2 games. 2
There
games.
you go.
And really, we're out of the state of California once, twice in the last like almost, what was that, 5 weeks? 1, 2, 3. So twice out of the last 5 weeks we're out of the state of California. So that's not bad. At least we're home.
That works.
So, or 6 weeks, twice maybe. I don't know. I don't care. But yeah. So hey man, that's something. Again, not making predictions. I really want to, but I'm gonna save it because injuries could happen. I don't want to look like a complete and total dumbass this early. It's a little early for me to be a dumbass. All right, you ready to talk about some Thursday night primetime games?
Let's go, bro.
All right, sir. Week 2 starts us off. We're going to have Buffalo down in Miami.
That's going to be a good one, dude.
Yes, sir. Following week, Jets, Patriots. Oh, my God.
Why?
Why? Exactly.
Why?
What, who's watching that besides
Besides
the Northeast?
Yeah.
No one else outside the Northeast is going to give a crap. Maybe some Packer fans would want to see if somehow the Patriots end up beating Aaron Rodgers because that'd be funny for them, but... Anyways, I digress. Cowboys at Giants. You want to watch the Cowboys slaughter the Giants? Really?
Cowboys fans, dude. So there you go.
I guess there's that. So now this might be a good game. Division rivalry: Buccaneers at Falcons. Week 5.
That should be a good game.
That's got a potential to be actually a great game.
Yeah.
So that might be worth a watch. The following week, San Francisco at Seattle. That could be a good game.
A good game too.
Seattle will probably have their team figured out for the most part on what they're doing and whatnot. That's an opportunity.
It definitely does.
Denver at Saints. I'll just be happy to watch Bo.
Right.
So that's basically all that's going to be for me. Just to watch Bo, man, on prime time. Let's see here. And don't forget on the Falcons Buccaneers. Don't forget about primetime Kirky. We all know what happens in the bright lights for Kirk Cousins.
Yikes.
Yeah. Anyways, the following week, week 8, the Vikings faces the Rams. We all already know how I feel about that. He kind of chimed in on his opinion on that. Texans Jets. You really want to see the Texans beat the crap out of the Jets? I mean, what is this? Anyways, I digress. Moving on.
The only way they have a chance is if Aaron Rodgers is cooking by then.
If he's healthy, but
if they're gelling by then
and healthy, yeah,
then it might be a good game.
Could be. Ooh, division slobber knocker week 10. The following week, Bengals, Ravens. That could be a good game.
That's gonna be a good game, dude.
It depends though. Is Joe Shiesty healthy at that point?
Right.
If he's healthy, yes. If he's not, he might not be that great. Week 11, Commanders, Eagles. Taking the lamb to the slaughter on prime time.
Pretty much, dude.
Anyways, and here I am. Division rivalries are great for prime time, not when it's that bad.
Right.
Following week, we already discussed your team against the Cleveland Browns. Again, depends on the Deshaun Watson that's playing.
Like you said, yeah.
So, Raiders, Chiefs, another lamb to the slaughter.
It used to be a good rivalry.
Oh, it used to be a great rivalry. Every time that game was on Monday Night Football, I watched it. Sunday Night Football, I was watching that game. Because, again, it was like, you guys versus the Ravens. They hate each other so much they want to kill each other. It's a fantastic game. Let's see here. Primetime, week 14. Let's see here. Oh, that Raiders-Chiefs game, I believe, is that's Friday after Thanksgiving.
That's Black Friday.
So that's Black Friday. So the Black Friday. Wait, so you guys are playing on Thanksgiving?
I guess so.
How did I miss that? Is that right? That's got to be right.
That is right.
I thought but that's Black Friday.
Yeah.
No, so you're not the Thursday night. No, because look, that's 8 days later. So no, you're not.
No, it was a prime time game.
Yeah, it's just prime time. Okay, that's not because the 28th would be Thanksgiving. Okay, never mind. Sorry, got confused. All right, so following that game, Packers-Lions, good game. Because it threw me off. So 12th, surprisingly, that's not Thanksgiving.
Right.
It's weird. I did not mean to try to click on the Courtyard by Marriott. Niners at Rams could be a good game. Depends on how the health of both teams.
Yeah, or we could just hear, Randy over here yelling at it all night.
Shut up. Anyways, Week 16, Bengals-Browns could potentially be. They used to have a great rivalry only because of Paul Brown being booted by Cleveland, starting the Cincinnati Bengals, and that, old rivalry.
Yeah.
So, and then Seahawks-Bears.
It's just a game. Right?
It's just a game. I mean, it'd be different if Seattle maybe had a young quarterback. You're kind of excited to see how he's doing, and then you have two young quarterbacks battling for each other for it, but it's not really anything. So let's switch over to Sunday Night Football. We'll cover all the rest of the Sunday night games, besides my team's opener and your 2 and 3 week period. Bullshit.
Hey man, I don't write it.
Yeah, you do.
I don't tell it what to do.
Yeah, you do. You wrote the schedule. We know you did. All right, of course, week 1, we're going to have 2 Sunday night games, technically, because the Sunday night team will be at the season opener of the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Man, Nick Wright, as soon as they found out this was happening, has been feeling bad for the Ravens because you're facing the team that you were supposed to be in the conference championship at home to go win a Super Bowl, and you lost to them, and now you get to go to their stadium to watch them hang the banner that's supposed to be yours.
Yikes.
I'm like, Nick, quit faking it, dude.
Quit rubbing it in, man.
Quit faking it. We know you don't feel bad for the Ravens. Come on now.
Right.
Get over that, man. Come on. And then, of course, Sunday night, week 1, Rams, Lions. Should be a good game. The following week, week 2, Bears, Texans. I mean, 2 young quarterbacks, so that's going to be interesting.
It will be.
Chiefs at Falcons. Oh, primetime Kirko. Oh, no.
No, we already said he ain't no good on prime time, baby.
No, bro, no. That's...
Oh, I thought you said go, go.
Oh, man, poor Kirko. Lamb to the slaughter. Anyways,
yep.
Buffalo at Baltimore in week 4. Ooh, that's intriguing.
Heck yeah.
And then, of course, the following week, week 5, Cowboys, Steelers. I swear to God, if your team loses,
you're going to cry.
I'm going to kill your team.
You're going to cry.
I'm going to kill your team.
He's going to cry, guys.
Especially if my team lost earlier in the day.
He's going to cry because it's his birthday and he didn't get what he wanted.
Well, you know what? If my team wins, it'll make my birthday okay.
Well, there you go.
But I swear to God, if your team loses, I'm going to be rooting for the Chiefs on Christmas.
If they both lose,
I'm going to kill you. Anyways, moving on. Bengals, Giants. My God, what is with that? That is disgusting. Just put the Steelers on back-to-back weeks. Forget the Jets and Steelers. Who were they playing in week 7? And you go back and find that game and put it on. Come on, dude. Bengals, Giants. Good Lord. That's disgusting. And then your team should beat the Jets, depending on what's going on with Aaron Rodgers. Cowboys, Niners. That's a good old rivalry.
I love how they set it up for the Jets. This year, he's going to be totally healthy. They set it up last year for the Jets to be on primetime, almost every other week or something like that.
Yeah.
And
just like the year before that, they had that going with Russell. He was on almost every freaking primetime game.
Dude, what the freak?
To start the year. It was disgusting. Niners Cowboys is a good opportunity for a good Sunday night game, just because you want to see the stadium collapse on both teams. I digress.
You say that every time.
Well, I mean, when you get 2 teams that hate playing each other, just have the stadium collapse. Do me some favors. All right. Eagles, Jaguars. Oh, yeah, I remember that. Oh, God, that's going to be a hard watch.
Yeah, it is.
Gonna watch, but it's going to be hard.
It's not going to be fun.
No. Lions, Texans. Potentially an understated good game.
Yeah, really.
A few years ago, you might have went, ew, Lions, Texans? What is that? And now you're like, Lions, Texans? Not saying it's a Super Bowl preview, but could you imagine if you're later going, that game was a Super Bowl preview? Can you believe that?
Right.
Unbelievable. Colts, Jets, a rematch of Super Bowl III, baby. How many of you actually knew that? Not many, I guarantee it. You're like, how did that work out? Know your NFL history and you'll see how that worked out. All right, Eagles, Rams. Oh my God, not this again. Oh, it's going to be a tough one, bro. At least we're at home. Not in Philly, at home. Still going to be tough. Dolphins, Packers. I feel bad for you, Miami. You have to go to the cold in Green Bay.
Yeah.
And we all know how crappy that is. Okay, so they're the Thursday night game. They're going on Thanksgiving.
Looks like it.
Bruh.
Yeah, that sucks.
Thanksgiving in Green Bay? A Miami team going to Green Bay on Thanksgiving? Oh, are they serving dolphin?
Did they just throw the teams in a hat and just pick whatever?
It's starting to seem like it at times. I swear to God, dude. It's like, yeah, that sounds about right. Miami going on Thanksgiving to Green Bay? Sure, why not?
Let's do that.
And Green Bay sitting there going, don't we usually play the Lions or Bears? What the hell is Miami doing?
Yeah.
Doing here? 49ers, Buffalo Bills the following week. Could be an interesting game. Hope the Bills win that game because I'd like to see the Niners get crushed for that.
And hopefully it's snowing so they freeze their asses off.
Yes. That'd be fantastic. Ooh, Chargers, Chiefs, week 14. How good's Herbert going to be by then?
That's going to be a good game. It's always a good game when him and Mahomes face off.
Yes, sir. So I'm looking forward to that. Packers, Seahawks in Seattle, week 15. Could potentially be a good game. Another potentially good game, Chiefs, Saturday. It's not technically Sunday night or Saturday night football or Sunday night football, but it is technical primetime game, 1 p.m. Eastern. What is that?
On a Saturday?
Oh, they're doing it an early Saturday game for them because they play you guys on Christmas.
Oh, okay.
So they're giving it as early as possible of the day, so that way they have plenty of time to be ready for the Wednesday night game on Christmas.
Okay.
That makes sense. But still, still a good game. Good game. Let's see here. Buccaneers, Cowboys. Come on, Tampa. Following week, the last game, Dolphins, Browns. That's going to get flexed out. There's no way that's going to be the game. Dude, I'm telling you, if that's the game to end the year on, the NFL needs to hit the reset button right now.
Quit throwing them in a hat and just saying, this is going here, this is going there.
That game's going to be flexed.
They need to get a committee together and actually pick these games. And if they got the committee picking the games, they need a new committee.
They need new members. Come on, dude. I'm gonna need to see the whole league schedule for that week, and I'll pick you a better week 17 game because that's horseshit. Anyways, I digress. Monday Night Football. Here we go. Freaking trying to end the last Sunday night game with that bullshit. Come on now. Hey, I'm telling you, there ain't no way that's gonna last. All right, Monday Night Football. Jets, Niners. Did you just basically try to guarantee Aaron Rodgers is going to get injured again? Come on. San Francisco's defense against that put-together Frankenstein offensive line?
Right.
With Aaron Rodgers, who's 40 years old and can barely move now?
Yeah.
You might as well just hand the freaking defense a gun and say, run, bitch, to Aaron Rodgers. Now let's see if we can hit him that way. He might have a better shot. Anyways, I digress. Falcons, Eagles. Oh my God, Kirky. Oh, man.
You're having way too much fun with this, bro.
I feel bad for Kirk Cousins, bro. He's going to be on primetime a lot. That's almost a guaranteed loss.
Well, hopefully he can pull his head out of his butt.
I don't see him doing it against Philadelphia, that's for sure.
Not, but, at least we can hope and pray for
What
him.
happened to the Monday night doubleheader primetime games? I love those. We're only getting one this year? NFL just basically told us to go screw ourselves. All right, cool, thank you. All right, week 3, Monday Night Football, Jags home. I forgot about that. It's going to be a tough one.
It will be.
Go Jags. Commanders, Bengals. Why?
Yeah, that's... No.
Titans, Dolphins. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Seahawks, Lions.
Why?
Yeah, pretty much. Saints, Chiefs. Why?
What?
What the hell? Bills, Jets. Week 6. What the... Swear to God.
Like I said, if Aaron Rodgers is being MVP Aaron Rodgers, we're okay.
We're not going to be okay.
But we're not going to get that.
Ravens, Bucks. Ugh, that's a tough Monday night game.
Might be a good game.
Boy, they're making it really hard for me to want to watch any Monday night game this year. Except, of course, our teams.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Cardinals, Chargers.
It might be an okay game. Maybe.
No. No. All right. Of course, then you guys versus the Giants. And then Buccaneers, Chiefs. I want to say yes. Oh, crap. My podcast is... My life is trying to die.
Which means mine will go next.
Yep.
Boy.
Can yours do it, now?
No, it'll wait another 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
Hello? Hello? Will you do it already?
It's not going to. Might as well sit down. We can keep going.
Why? As soon as I sit down, it's going to do it. Watch.
Probably.
All right. My team versus the Dolphins the following week. Should be a good game. Texans, Cowboys. Come on, Texans. I'll be watching it just to hope the Cowboys lose. Ravens, Chargers. Okay, that should be a good game. Browns, Broncos. Probably watch just so I can watch Bo.
Be a good one.
Yep. Bengals, Cowboys. You'll finally be a Joe Shiesty fan. Look at that.
No, don't care.
Oh, come on. It's the Cowboys.
Don't care either way. I ain't watching.
Deep down, he's like, come on, Cowboy Stadium collapse. Come on, Cowboy Stadium collapse.
I never said that.
You thought it, though.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly. No denial. All right. Vikings, Bears. Ooh, possibility of 2 first-round quarterbacks going against each other. It is week 15. So McCarthy could be playing quarterback for the Vikings that week.
That might be good.
Might be good. Might be fun to watch. Oh, my God. Another Falcons primetime game. Well, it's against the Raiders, so he should win that one. And, of course, now yours wants to try to go.
Why are they doing that with these? It makes no sense.
I don't know.
Like, literally.
Look, I saved it.
You saved it, bro.
I mean, Kirko should win that one. It's the Raiders. Come on. Yeah, you can almost guess. I'm almost having the Raiders go 0-17.
That's not nice.
It's not, but I have a hard time with you not having a top quality quarterback at all. Gardner Minshew's okay, but he's not good enough. Anyways, Saints, Packers. Oh, sweet Jesus. Lions, Niners. Okay, Lions, Niners in week 17. Thank you. A good Monday night game. Thank God.
There you go.
Detroit, baby.
We went from sweet Jesus to thank God.
Right? Sweet baby Jesus to thank God. All right. Seriously, I'm going to go look at this league schedule week 17. I bet you I can find a better game. Bet you. here we go. Week 17. And obviously, we're not going to be able to move your Christmas game or any of the Christmas games. Both on Netflix, by the way, if you didn't know that already.
Christmas games on Netflix?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yes, sir.
See, I didn't know that.
Okay, now you do. Day after Christmas, Thursday Night Football. Chiefs Bears. Still can't move that one. Okay, so we got Jets, Bills, Titans, Jaguars, Packers, Vikings. That would be a better Sunday night game than, what was it again? What was the Sunday night game?
I don't know. What was it?
Oh, game's not scheduled yet. Oh, Dolphins, Vikings. Okay, so they also have games that aren't scheduled yet that we could also look at too. So, Kirko, I'm not putting you on another primetime game. So, Crimea River, Colts, Giants, no. Chargers, Chargers, Patriots, no. Rams, Cardinals, no. Broncos, Bengals,
Maybe.
Better. It might be better than Dolphins, Browns. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see here. So then Packers, Vikings, Raiders, Saints. I almost want to say Raiders, Saints because I'd like to see if Derek Carr can get his revenge on his old team. That would just be a better storyline for Sunday Night Football.
And there's that.
That's just my opinion. But anyways, Panthers, Panthers. So honestly, if it's going to be anybody, it's going to be the Eagles, Cowboys. If it's going to be if it's something that's flexed to the Sunday night game, it's going to be that one. More than likely.
Not that you'll be happy with it.
Only if the Eagles win, baby. Fly, Eagles, fly. Well, there we go, sir. We have gone through some key games. We didn't talk about the first Friday game of the year. Let's talk about that real quick because I forgot.
First Friday game of the year.
Packers, Eagles in Brazil.
Interesting.
That one will be on Peacock exclusively. Or as Pat McAfee likes to say, the C word. Not that C word. The male C word, not the female one.
Bro.
I didn't say it, though.
Bro.
I didn't say it.
But you thought.
I didn't say it. Pat McAfee's fault. Anyways, so that's your first Friday game this year. It's going to be Packers Eagles down in Brazil.
That's going to be different.
Yes, sir.
I think it's cool that they are branching out and letting other countries witness American football.
Experience American football?
Yes, experience it.
I mean, it's kind of, they're following the Premier League's, route because they'll bring over, Manchester United, Tottenham. I think Man City has come. Chelsea, I believe, has played over here in places. So, they kind of following that kind of script. He's like, hey, let's take our Premier League teams and send them over to the United States for a little goodwill tour or, a friendly. Except our games actually count.
Yeah.
Unlike your teams are just friendlies. Or exhibitions, as you like to call them.
Exhibitions, yeah.
We like to call them exhibitions. Your friendlies. Anyways, I digress, England. Enjoy your 3 games this year, back-to-back weeks with the Jaguars. Jaguars are going to be allowed 1 game in England. They're trying to work it out to make it basically be Wembley. They're home away from home. But I feel better because, God, I really thought we were going to lose them to England. Honestly.
Yeah.
It felt like that, the way things have been going lately. Especially when the NFL announced, hey, Jaguars are going to play 2 games in a row in England. We're like, what?
Yeah.
Huh?
Right?
Temporary site, though, for them once they actually have to really work on Everbank. Possibly in the swamp?
That would be cool. And then we gonna go see that, bro.
Go down to the swamp.
Yes, sir.
There's either going to be the swamp or it will possibly also be, I think they said Orlando's the other option. So, interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd rather be in the swamp.
Me too.
That'd be cool.
I mean, honestly,
That'd be sick.
That'd be cool.
Can you imagine the fans in the swamp? The Jaguars.
Oh, dude, right?
Yeah. That'd be cool. Yeah. Still not sure what they're supposed to do about the Gator and Georgia game, though, when they're doing the construction. I haven't heard what they plan on. Of course, Georgia kind of wants it to be a home-and-home game again, not be everybody goes to Jacksonville, but
yeah,
because they don't feel like they're at home. I'm like, y'all didn't realize you get a lot of your alumni in Jacksonville, right? Like, it's almost split down the middle. Gators, Dogs.
right.
It's pretty. You go over in Jacksonville, you'll see UGA stuff, flags, and people wearing UGA, and you're like, did we cross over the state line at some point, or what are we doing? No, we're in Jacksonville. You sure about that?
Weird, dude.
Like, you sure about that? So, all right, sir. But I am looking forward to the NFL season because the NFL release is like the second Christmas of the off season. Yeah. Some will say third, but unless you're a team like the Cowboys who doesn't spend any money in the off season and free agency, it's the second Christmas. So,
well, it's been fun, dude. I had fun with this, and it just sucks, dude. That, we gotta wait.
Yeah,
it's waiting.
It's time to start waiting.
Yeah.
We'll probably wait 4 weeks out from the start of the season to give our predictions for. We'll do 2 divisions. We'll start with the East, move North, South, and West on both sides of each conference, and give our predictions of how we feel the season will go. Hopefully, no major injuries between now and then. Kansas City, your wide receivers down in Dallas is not looking pretty, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Kind of feel like you might want to be ready to cut bait on that kid. I hate to say it, but that car wreck and then that alleged assault, yikes. And I guess there were some other potential assault issues in college that some weren't wholly aware of. Yeah, not great.
Not good, man. Not good.
Yeah, especially when you're doing that at Southern Methodist University, which is a private Christian school. So,
yeah.
Not a good look there. Anyway, so, but man, it was fun.
It was, dude.
So, we'll be back hopefully next week doing our normal wrestling, basketball. Basketball, we're almost dwindling down to the Final Four, dude. Right. We're getting close. Boston's already locked up their spot in the Eastern Conference. And then Knicks looking like they'll probably lock up here soon. Denver looked a little shaky against the Timberwolves, and now they're rolling 3 straight on the Timberwolves now. So they're about ready to lock up their spot in the Western Conference. And the Mavericks, a little shaky going against the Thunder, but looked like they took control, I believe, was it last night, I think. So that one might be done too. So we'll see what happens moving forward. But we're getting close to the NBA Finals. Baseball's really starting to heat up in the season, so it's nice. Dodgers had that little scare there where they were almost at 500 and then took off like a rocket again. I'm like, okay, thank God. A little scary there for a second. So we're clear. I don't know if we're back to being the second best record in the league, but we had a little rough patch there against San Francisco and I believe the Padres. But we're still pretty well entrenched in the division. I'm sorry I'm not really talking about any of the team because he's no longer a Boston fan, so I can't really talk about Boston.
I'm not talking about Boston anymore, dude.
So just Dodgers.
You just keep talking about that every time, too. Does it like trip you out?
It a little bit does because we have football where we don't have the same teams really. I mean, we like each other's teams, but we do have separation a little bit. We did have that with baseball, but now we don't. And then you're also a Lakers fan, and I'm a Lakers fan, so it's like a little weird that we don't have. Football's the only separation we really got.
Football's the only one, dude.
That we really got. I mean, we still
the only one.
Okay, Highlander. There can only be one.
One.
And it's the best sport.
Yep.
But we still love our same teams. We both love our Gators. We both love our Ducks. We love the Jags. They're our adopted home state team. We just would like a better season than last year. Greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, right.
Wrestling, we're getting close to the Saudi event, I believe. Is it next weekend or next weekend?
I think it's next weekend.
The following weekend, okay.
Yep.
Well, they're in Saudi. Couldn't remember. I'm like, I know it's close.
Where Logan Paul goes against Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, a lot of people are confused. Are they putting both titles on the line, or are they just battling as champion versus champion?
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Because a lot of, like, I saw, like, Weezus on TikTok. Is it Zanty? Zanny? How's this?
Whatever it is,
yeah. They all seem to be confused. They're like, wait, are they putting each other's titles on the line, or one title on the line, or are they just champion versus champion? What's going on here?
I think it'd be cool. I know Cody mentioned that that's pretty much the only title he hasn't won to become a Grand Slam champion.
True.
So maybe it's going to be title for title.
That'd be interesting.
It would be cool. And then Cody gets both of them.
Be a little weird to have him as a mid-card and a main champion.
But yeah.
Simultaneously? I mean, then again.
And the bad thing is, if you drop the U.S. title to anybody, then the question sits like, can you drop, if you drop that title, is the WWE title in trouble? Is your reign as WWE Championship in question? And you know, people will question that.
Yeah.
So I really don't think they should put title for title, because this is going to get bad if they do.
I mean, unless he can just talk Logan Paul into just putting the U.S. title on the line and that's it. But if you're Logan Paul...
Logan Paul, what do you want?
Why would you want to just not put your title on the line? Why not have a shot and a crack at the big boy title again?
Right.
A second chance, basically. I mean, I know we don't really like Logan Paul, but I give him credit. He at least doesn't look embarrassing in the ring.
I guess not. I mean,
so
other than that, I really don't care for him as a person.
I know.
In-ring performer, he's all right.
I mean, honestly, if he actually put in the effort, he'd actually be a really good wrestler. If he actually stuck to it and showed up and did week in, week out, and really trained to be an every week wrestler. Oh, well, almost every day too, because of house shows. I forget about house shows. That almost makes it an everyday wrestler. But I'm just saying, you know, if he could do it, if he really wanted to. But
yeah.
We're not going to enjoy that at all if he was. I mean, it's really hard because he's almost like a modern Miz, I would say. Because, you know, Miz went from reality TV to wrestling. And, you know, that's kind of basically how Logan went from social media reality to being into wrestling.
Yeah.
But he's not committed. I mean, I give the Miz credit for that. Miz committed to WWE.
Yeah.
And wrestling. So
it's gonna be interesting to see what happens with that.
Yep.
And I'm also excited to see if they actually do something with King of the Ring or Queen of the Ring. If it's gonna mean something this year, if it's just gonna be this title, you know what I'm saying? So
right. Since, like I said, we haven't really seen it be used for much of anything since King Booker. So.
Yeah.
Yes, he would go on to win a world heavyweight title as his persona of King Booker. So,
but yep, that was good, dude.
Yes, sir. Fun. I did too. So that'll do it for this week. And as always, keep on talking sports.